So the beginning of the pandemic, I had a little bit more time on my hands and I was trying to help out the community. So I started volunteering by just dropping off some snack boxes and meal kits to hospitals around the Boston area. What ended up happening, though, was the people that were receiving those boxes from me actually reached out and started asking if they could purchase them. So that's really where I realized that I actually was providing something that people were willing to spend money on, and there was actually a value proposition. I ended up doing my first order a couple months later, and I ran a promotion online. The first run was not great. I didn't have the supplies I needed. I didn't have the process that I needed, so it was extremely stressful. But I ended up figuring out that, yes, I can run this. I just need to make it a little bit more efficient for myself. So the first thing was I hated driving around Boston, so I found a delivery partner. The second was I hated the administrative part, so I created an e-com website. I was losing money by shopping at grocery stores, so I found a wholesale supplier. And I kept doing bits and pieces to make this process a little bit easier for me and to help me enjoy it just a little bit more. So for a while, the only thing that we were doing was these cheese board local delivery around the Boston area. And then we saw a pivot because of the pandemic. Businesses started reaching out and saying, hey, our team is split up all across the United States. Do you offer virtual classes? So I actually ended up starting a virtual class component to the business. I hired someone to take that over. I found a new wholesale supplier to help me ship ingredients across the US, which I never knew how to do before. Then we started pivoting to events and catering, and people were starting to do larger events. So we started offering grazing tables and single serve options. And then lastly, and most recently, we started doing a lot of social media marketing and social media selling. So what started out as just a cheese board local delivery company has now added so many different components and revenue streams. We're selling to so many different customers. We have so many different partners, and it has been really exciting to watch this grow and pivot as we've needed through the pandemic. And I'm really excited to see where this actually ends up going now that we have a little bit more opportunity. We've learned a lot more, and we do have a lot more knowledge on how to continue scaling the business.